Mike, what do you think is the reasoning in bringing in Sam Raimi? Because they never had a director like that in any other like Marvel film where it's like, here's somebody who has an identifiable style, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, why bring him in? Like, what is the reasoning there, do you think?
Okay, so there's a couple things from a business perspective that are hitting me here. First one, for Mario, why bring in Sam Raimi? Because Taika Waititi made the best Thor movie in the history of Marvel movies. And so you have to lean into the auteurs that are going to create something that is unique and that will stand out amongst the 30 Marvel movies that you've made. Yeah. That's going to be your most valuable director at this stage, right? So you got to gamble on the Raimis. You got to gamble on the guys out there that have a defined style that really works. And when things aren't lining up, you got to move on. I would be surprised if Sam Raimi was involved in any way, shape, or form with the next Doctor Strange movie, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took the delta between what they expected and what the movie delivered and figured out the best property to give him that he could just nail.
I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't think he'll be back for Doctor Strange. I don't think he'll be back for Doctor Strange 3.
Really?
Or anything. I mean, maybe he'll be back for a Marvel movie. I don't know. But I mean, if I'm Sam Raimi, I think this movie is going to put him over. It's going to be a huge hit. It already is a huge hit. And now, I mean, I heard rumblings that Sam Raimi might revive Darkman.
I heard that too, and I am all in.
I heard that too.
Liam Neeson.
Let's get Darkman 2 going with Liam Neeson, all right?
Would it be Darkman 4 or would it be Darkman? Because wasn't Darkman 3 Darkman
No,
die?
I mean, you know the deal. It's sequel boot, bro.
Yeah.
The other sequels didn't even happen.
Yeah, they didn't happen.
But isn't the last Darkman in the post-credit scene Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell was in the Darkman post-credit scene. Oh, wow. That's
so
right.
they did Darkman 2 and 3 with like some other dude. It was like the guy who was the Scorpion King or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Reboot Darkman with a sequel. Liam Neeson, older. I mean, he's done like 30 revenge movies. Why not do Darkman now, you know?
I think he would. I think he totally would do it. He
said... What company owns that IP?
That's Universal.
Oh. I was hoping for a Fox.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Fox would have been.
I would love to see Sam Raimi. Like, Drag Me to Hell is awesome. I love Sam Raimi being just Sam Raimi off the chain. Simple Plan is awesome. He's a great director. I would love to see him. I would love to see him do just something original, something new, and just put those Sam Raimi visuals, to good use. I think at Marvel, a great director like that, his talents are kind of wasted. He gets a fat paycheck, and that's great for him and his family, but I just think it's wasted. Like, I don't know. I saw The Northman. I told you about this, Jeff.
Oh, yes, you did.
You saw them. You still haven't seen it. Mike, have you seen The Northman?
I have not. I'm holding off. I really want to just be immersed when I do.
Dude, The Northman is so far... Hook, how you doing? Hey. Hook is...
Send Hook.
The Northman's like my favorite movie of the year so far. Okay? Like, it's great. And it's like A24, and you think it's going to be like an artsy-fartsy, whatever, Vikings have feelings kind of thing, but it's not. It's just brutal, bloody revenge, incest, murder, and like all kinds of... It's just Vikings pillaging, and it's great. I recommend it.
So, Mario, in The Northman, I have to ask, because I have a personal belief that this is the year of the Hawk. How is Ethan Hawke?
Well, the year...
Dude, he looks jacked in that movie. He plays like the King Viking.
That's so he's the King Viking. He's the opponent to Moon Knight, and he's gonna be one of the most memorable horror characters of this year in the Black Phone.
Black Phone. Oof.
Yeah,
100%.
I am psyched.
Dude,
for
I
that.
tried to get tickets to that for Fantastic Fest when we went, and those sold out quick.
Yeah, they were really.
But we were right next to him when we were standing outside the Alamo. We were right next. I told you, Scott Derrickson was right there.
Oh yes, you did tell me that. Yeah, he was right there. Oh man.
Anyway,
Mike.
Mike, check out The Norseman as soon as you get a chance. If you can get any weird chemicals into your body before you watch it, I recommend it. It's like Conan the Barbarian on shrooms.
I mean, I feel like that's going to be one of those spiritual experiences. That's why I'm kind of just guarding it a little bit. I don't want to consume it offhandedly.
Yeah.
And if
You don't want to watch it on your phone.
no, you want the full immersive experience. It feels like one of those films that people say I want to go see, but then they never go see it, and then it kind of slips through the crack. But shout out to A24. They're just everything they're making. I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's just so good. I mean, coming off of X, which I really, really liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I loved X, so it's on the list. We have a gap here of movies that are kind of like coming out that I think it's time to squeeze the Northman in.
So before we move on to other things, Norseman, other things included, I just have to say, so through this conversation, I've had a thought about why Sam Raimi in the directorial role for Doctor Strange, and it plays into a thought that I had earlier. So strategically, from a Marvel perspective, I think they did something really masterful here that nobody is talking about or witnessing. And that's the fact that Spider-Man underpromised and over-delivered and set an expectation that any movie in the course of a series could be the best possible movie. Any movie can be Endgame. And then they overpromised and under-delivered with Doctor Strange. And everyone was talking to Tom Cruise. We're going to get Eric Bana Hulk. We're going to get Nick Cage, Ghost Rider, all of these different people that could possibly show up that just had nothing to do with it. And the best thing we got out of it were a few cameos and some deaths. And that's underwhelming. But I think it's purposefully underwhelming because everyone was like, Multiverse of Madness is going to be the big thing. No, it's not going to be the big thing. This is a thing that's going to sell itself. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want. And you guys will just enjoy it. So that's kind of my take on those two, is that Spider-Man, they decided to give Spider-Man the rub. They put over Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange is a casualty of that. Imagine Shang-Chi or the Eternals coming out after Spider-Man. They would all look like garbage. So you got to kind of bury something after Spider-Man, and I think they buried Doctor Strange. And then in tandem with that, if Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and this whole thing is like all part of one thing, then you bury Doctor Strange knowing that it's going to be the biggest movie of Sam Raimi's life. And it doesn't really matter to you as Marvel or Disney, but guess who it matters to? Universal, the people that just helped you put over the biggest movie of the last few years. And what are we going to do? We're going to keep Spider-Man, don't you worry, but you're going to get Darkman. And that's going to matter after Doctor Strange comes out because they build universes.